Hello, people of either Serendipity Server or anyone else on YouTube watching this video. My name is Sergeant Major Wolf from the Serendipity Server F on Feed the Beast. Feed the Beast, that is feedthebeast.serendipitymc.com. You can either type that in and join the server. It's an amazing server, it's got some good stuff. I am myself a moderator, and I am using this video today to make a video to help new members learn how to use Towny, learn about basic protections, learn how to set things up, etc, etc. So basically I'm just going to go find a nice plot of land for now. I actually own Goldshire, the starter town on this server, but I've just left quickly and given someone temporary mayor while I quickly show you guys how to set up a town. So this area looks fine. Nice little desert, right? So basically what you want to do, first of all, making a town on using Towny plugins. First you do /town new and the name of it. So let's do test. So let's do test town. So it is $275 to make a town, and there we go. I've created a new town called Test Town. Now if I do /town, all my town's information should come up. So for the moment there is nothing in my bank. My daily upkeep is $45 because that's the upkeep on the server per plot. Now first of all, what you will want to do is turn your permissions off. So no residents or anything or anyone, allies, etc, etc, can destroy on your plot. Now to do this, you do town set perm off to turn all of your basic permissions off. Now what you want to do next is you want to start expanding your town, but in order to do that you need to deposit some money. So my balance is 25,000. I will do /town deposit 20,000. So 20,000 is now sitting in my town bank, and that should keep your town floating up for a while. Now, in order to maintain that your town is protected, you need to make sure that you have claimed any area that you build on. So a good way of doing this is using Towny map. However, this can be quite complicated, but not at all in some aspects. Towny map is basically /Towny map, and using Towny map it will show up the area around you that is claimed. So for now I created my town in this plot here. As you can tell on my grid in the top right corner, the grid outlines are one plot. Now my town is obviously over there, Goldshire's town, so if I do /Towny map again, due to all the people on the server talking, you'll see that I have the home block, which is your main town's plot, and then all these around it are unclaimed. You have a small key here that tells you everything, so the dash is unclaimed areas. I am currently facing the north. All orange means where you are on the Towny map and which way you are facing. If I face this way, for example, and do /town map, it will come up with a little dash there because I'm looking in the northeast direction. Now, one thing to remember about Towny is that it's very complicated at first, but once you learn how to use it, it's not that complicated. /Towny map is a good way to learn what areas are unprotected. So say for instance this home block here, this plot, but the plots around it, say I want to build a 3x3 plot town. The plots, now I'm in the wilderness, as you can see in the bottom left hand corner, /town claim, /t claim will claim another plot. Now if I open up Towny map once more, you will notice that there is now a little plus sign next to the home block, which is now claimed by my town. Your town will come up with a plus sign, and that plus sign would either become yellow for your own plot that you own, or just green for your own town. If it's orange, it means your current location. That's basically all there is to know about Towny map. Now, if I go and claim these areas here, quickly. Now you'll notice I'm doing this. If you just press up on the keypad, it comes up with your last command that you did. So it's just easier to claim area around. So now that I have claimed all of this area, you'll notice that there is now more symbols around. The home block is your town's main spawn, so if I do /t spawn, I'll go to my starting spawn point. Now, you will also notice another thing, that when you use /townymap, there is an enemy key and an ally key. Now, not to worry about these yet, but these are only for nations once you get involved in nations and things like that. And I'll teach you about that in another video at one point in the near future, but for now, let's focus on town. So, for now, let's move on with... Sorry, just checking that my video is still going. This is the first time I've ever done something like this. So if I do /town ? It comes up with all my basic town permissions. Anyone can use these, so like town spawn, /town rank list, leave, online, etc, etc. So basically, /town here is a shortcut to the town status of your location. So if I do /town here, it just basically comes up with all of the town's information. Now, your town size is limited on the server. Since I'm only one person, only 8 people. There's only 8 people per plot. So, if I had another person in, there would be 16 town sizes available. But notice that my daily upkeep is now 360. That is by claiming only 8 plots. Each plot is worth $45 a day. You need to bear that in mind, because if you do not keep paying your upkeep, your town will fall under, your town will be deleted because it couldn't keep up with the taxes, and people will be able to grief you. Which is why you need to make sure that these are all dashed lines. Otherwise, people will then be able to grief your town. LWC is not on this server, so this is why Towny is important and a vital part of protecting your area. Now, in order to set up plots, if you do /town ? Now, the main things you need to know here is obviously the /town new command, which makes you create a new town. /town online lists all of your online residents. And /town list brings up a list of all the towns around you. /town just basically lists your town status. Now, the mayor commands, which is vital for those who are making their own towns. This is what you need to mostly pay attention to, which town claim is used to claim areas around your town. You don't really need to use town claim ? That's mostly for more advanced things. If you want to set up a start town, just start protecting your things, then just use this for now. Just do a normal /town claim, and use /townymap to help you. /townymap is very, very good at knowing what's protected and what isn't protected. Or you can just walk around until it says wilderness and until it says test town, etc. Now, to add a resident, you'd use /town add resident, not actual resident. The resident is the name. I'm just using this as a demonstration. And then it will obviously come up saying you have invited this person. They will then accept or deny it. Now, this goes the same for the both ways. Sorry. If you do /town kick resident, then you will obviously kick that person from your town if they're breaking rules or anything, but it is most likely to be good to issue them with a warning first, otherwise it can just cause basic arguments, etc. Now, /town buy is mostly used for nation bonuses. Well, there's nothing for sale right now, but it is mostly used for nation bonuses only, and you only really need them if you are part of a nation, so then you can buy more plots for your town, which I'm not going to get into right now. Now, one thing that you do need to know is the /town rank add command, or remove. Say for instance name, I'm going to use my friend Aquaman on the server as a demonstration. Assistant. Now, assistants, they can do anything the mayor can, apart from, like, delete the town. I think that's about it. Apart from delete the town and do basic things about the town, like set certain things. They can. Assistants have a lot of power. So, what you need to make sure is that you trust your assistant. Do not just make anyone your assistant. Assistants can go through chests, take money out of your bank. Anyone can do that. Anyone at all. So you need to make sure you trust your assistants and trust your mayor. You can get mayors who decide to kick you and then take all of your things. You need to make sure that this does not happen. So trust is a vital thing on the server. But yes, if you use /town rank add, say for instance the resident assistant, you'll grant them permission to help you run the town, help you build plots, help you manage the town, basically help you out with the town, in a manner of speaking. And then you remove them by doing that command. That's also important. So /town mayor ? Now, another thing you need to make sure of is that your /town toggle commands. Now, for me, I would recommend you do /town toggle tax percent, because tax percent is a good thing for running like starter towns, etc. If you want to make sure people do not get kicked from the town by accident for not being able to pay taxes. Now, /town tax percent makes it so the taxes are taking a certain percent away from their income. Oh wow, okay, that's a lot of towns that could not pay their income. /town set. Just wait for it to load up. Sorry, I typed in the wrong command. Now, if you do /t set, you get all these different permissions here. Now, you get /town set mayor, which basically switches the mayor if you're leaving the town, if the mayor is leaving. /town set board message hello world. Now, this sets a message for your town. So, spelling error, brilliant. Now, I've just set that as hello world. So if I left my town, I've now gone into the wilderness, and then if I go ahead and enter my town, it will come up saying test town settlement, because that's where it is. And if you have just spawned into the town, it will say the town's board message at the top, which says hello world. For this you can edit anything. For my town, we have welcome to Goldshire, please read all the rules on your way through the town hall. Now if we go to town set again, basically /town set taxes, if you do not use tax percent, then /town set taxes will just charge them a certain amount of money. So say if you do /town set 50, /town set taxes 50, the town's resident now pay $50 every single day. But if you do, as I mentioned earlier, /toggle tax percent, percentage-based taxes are now enabled, so it now takes off 25% of their income, of their current money. So, say for instance, if I have $100, it will take $25 away from it. And that's so on and so forth, it takes off tax percent. But for tax percent, you're only probably going to want 5% or something like that if you really need town things. Now, another thing that you need to make sure is that you set your perms. That is a vital thing. Plot tax, that is not very necessarily vital for setting up a town. As if you do /town set plot price to like $0 or something like that, that's just the necessary thing. It's like /plot for sale. That's all the basic things you need, and then that puts up the plot for sale, and then that person can then claim it and then dig in that plot. Oops, I have that on. Then people can then dig and build in that plot, but if they do not own a plot, they will not be able to build if they have their permissions set right. You want to use plots so it stops people griefing your town. Now to do this, you do /set perm off, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video. I'm just going to check that my video is still recording. as I said, yes. Now it says here, perm build, which allows people to place blocks, destroy, which allows them to destroy blocks, switch, which allows them to access chests and levers and things like that, and item, which obviously allows them to use an item. Now, all these need to be turned off, because if they are turned on, which I'll show you now, town set perm on, it's turned everything to FAO. Now, FAO is rather different. If it is mentioned in the town, it's called Rayo. F means friend, but what you really want to worry about is your town. You need to worry about your friends as well. You need to be careful who you trust on your friends list, because they will be able to destroy it in your plot. Now, Rayo, this means resident, so the residents in your town. A means ally, so if you've allied yourself with a nation, allies can then come in and destroy your town if you have all of these turned on. And O means outsider, so that means anyone in the game whatsoever. Now, what you need to be careful with here is having these turned on at the beginning of the game, because R for build, R for destroy, and then R for the rest of them, and A for switching item is automatically turned on. What you need to make sure is that you do as soon as you make a town /set perm off, which turns off everything. That's what you need to make sure you do in order to allow yourself not to get griefed. Now, another thing that you need to make sure is that /town toggle. Here you have /town toggle PvP, /town explosions, fire, and mobs. These obviously toggle off or on. PvP, explosions, things like TNT and things like that, and explosion damage and creepers, fire, which is fire spread, and mobs, which is obviously mob spawn. Now if I do /town toggle mobs, I can't really tell if it's nighttime. Yes, it is. Now if I do /town toggle mobs, monster spawns are now enabled. If I go to /town, it will then now come up with mob spawns on in red. You need to make sure that these are however you want them to be set in your town for permissions, because permissions are a vital thing to your town, because it determines whether or not you can be grieved, destroyed, etc, etc. Now, another thing that you need to make sure you do is that you set, obviously, the correct name of your town, but in case you don't and you fail at this, use /town set name, which changes the name of your town, or you can even do /town set tag up to 4 letters, so that basically shortens your town name down. So, say for instance, if I want Wolf as the town tag, and then I do test, it will now say Wolf next to my name. Things like that. That's basically the things you need to know about /town set. Now if I go back to /town mayor, now obviously you've got your /town unclaim, which is to unclaim a certain piece of land. /town withdraw withdraws money from your account, from your town's bank account, and /town deposit also does the same thing. You need to make sure your bank is also always kept alive. On this server, on the website at www.serendipity.com, I'll post this in the description below. If you use that link, there will be also a voting link that you have to be online on the server when you do this. You will be able to receive $1,000 a day and 2 diamonds a day if you vote twice on each of the websites, because this will enable you to be able to set up your town, saving up over the starting days. Now, obviously, when you do /town withdraw, you can withdraw a certain amount. So, say for instance, if I withdraw 10,000, you can withdraw money if you need money, but your bank needs to be kept alive and needs to be made sure it can keep up with the daily upkeep. Otherwise, your town will fall under and you will lose it. I think that is all the basic things that you really need to know about Towny. I think I've covered most of everything, but if you have any questions or comments, please comment in the description below, or not the description, sorry, please comment down below please use comments if you have any questions regarding Towny, and I hope I helped in a way, however I can. and yeah, after all, I'm a moderator on the server. It'd be nice if anyone new that watches this video could come along. It is on Feed the Beast Ultimate through the Feed the Beast launcher. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it very useful. And yeah, thanks very much for watching. Goodbye.